In ancient Ireland, if you killed a bee, you could be executed, and that's just the beginning of the most bizarre legal system in European history that protected insects more than it protected women. Think medieval justice was all about beheadings and torture? Because ancient Irish Brehon Law had punishments so strange and specific that modern lawyers can't believe they were real, yet they governed Ireland for over 1,000 years. Here's what they've hidden. Under Brehon Law, bees were considered so sacred that killing one carried the same penalty as killing a person. Why? Because bees produced honey and wax for candles used in monasteries, making them economically and spiritually valuable. But here's where it gets wild. If you damaged someone's reputation through satire, poets could legally rhyme you to death. Satirical poems were considered weapons, and a skilled poet could compose verses so devastating that the victim would break out in physical boils. And blisters from shame, this was documented, not metaphor. If the satire was proven false, the poet faced fines equal to the victim's honor price. But the most bizarre? If a woman's breast was injured during a fight, the compensation wasn't paid to her. It was paid to her husband, calculated based on her breast's usefulness for nursing. Women had no bodily autonomy under the law. And if you farted loud enough to be heard outside your house, you owed your neighbor a fine for acoustic trespass. This is documented in legal manuscripts. Fostering sending your children to be raised by another family was mandatory for nobility, and if the foster family failed to teach your child proper manners, they owed you compensation. You could literally sue someone for raising a rude kid. Theft of food was punished by forcing the thief to fast publicly while the victim ate in front of them, humiliation through hunger. But here's the darkest part. Brehon Law allowed legal slavery, where debtors became temporary slaves to creditors until the debt was worked off, and some people remained enslaved for generations because interest kept compounding. Follow for more ancient Irish laws that sound completely insane, but were dead serious for over a millennium, because Brehon Law protected bees and poetry more fiercely than it ever protected women, and Ireland doesn't want you asking why that legal system is celebrated as progressive today.